Manchester United's new goalkeeper signing. What Lammens brings to Old Trafford. Welcome to Unite United News, your trusted source for everything Manchester United. We bring you the latest updates, honest analysis, and insider insights that matter to every Red Devils fan. Today, we dive deep into one of the most talked about moves of the transfer window, the arrival of young Belgian goalkeeper Lammens at Old Trafford, the hook that started it all. Picture this. It's deadline day, and Manchester United are scrambling to find their next number one. Two names are on the table, World Cup winner Emiliano Martinez and a relatively unknown 23-year-old from Belgium named Lammens. In a move that surprised many, United chose the younger, less experienced option. But was this the right call? Who is Lammens? At just 23 years old, Lammens has become Manchester United's newest goalkeeper signing. The Belgian shot-stopper arrived from Royal Antwerp for a fee of €21 million, with an additional €4 million in potential add-ons. But what do we really know about this young talent? Lammens has only played one full season in the Belgian Pro League. That might sound alarming for a club of United stature, but the numbers tell an interesting story. According to reports, he had one of the highest goals prevented metrics in Europe, saving more than 14 goals from shots that he would normally be expected to concede. What the experts are saying. When Ferdinand speaks about Manchester United, people listen. The club legend recently shared some interesting insights about Lammens on his YouTube channel. Ferdinand revealed he had been in contact with Real Madrid goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois, who gave his fellow Belgian a glowing review. He said he's a huge talent, obviously not experienced yet, but he said he thinks his style will be suited to the Premier League as well, Ferdinand explained. Coming from one of the world's best goalkeepers, this recommendation carries serious weight. But Ferdinand also raised a crucial question that every United fan is thinking. Can Man United afford to wait for talent to develop at this point in time? His answer was a firm no. This creates an interesting dilemma. United have signed a player with obvious talent, but can they afford to be patient while he learns on the job? The experience problem. Let's be honest about the elephant in the room. Lammens lacks top-level experience. Playing one season in the Belgian league is very different from facing Premier League attackers week in and week out. This concern isn't lost on United legends. Gary Neville has often said that being Manchester United's goalkeeper is the toughest and most watched job in English football. The pressure at Old Trafford is unlike anywhere else. Every mistake gets magnified, every save gets analyzed, and the media attention never stops. Neville has repeatedly called for United to sign a goalkeeper with strong character and personality. He wanted someone like Martinez, a World Cup winner who has proven himself at the highest level. Instead, United chose to gamble on potential rather than proven quality. Where does this leave Andre Onana? The arrival of Lammens raises serious questions about Andre Onana's future at the club. The Cameroon international has had a difficult time since joining from Inter Milan. His performances have been inconsistent, and fans have struggled to trust him between the posts. According to The Athletic, Lammens will compete directly with Onana for the number one spot. This pushes Altay Baynder down to third choice, with veteran Tom Heaton as the fourth option. But here's where it gets interesting. Sources suggest that Manchester United are still open to selling Onana. Several transfer windows remain open in countries like Turkey and Saudi Arabia. If the right offer comes in, Onana could still leave Old Trafford. This would leave United with an even younger and less experienced goalkeeping department. Is this really what the club needs right now? The numbers behind the signing. Let's look at what United are actually getting for their €25 million investment. Lammens' statistics from Belgium are impressive, but we must remember the level of competition he faced. His goals prevented metric shows he saved more shots than expected based on their difficulty. This suggests he has good reflexes and positioning. However, the Belgian league is not known for its attacking quality compared to the Premier League. The real test will come when Lammens faces players like Mohamed Salah, Bukayo Saka, or Phil Foden. Can he make the step up from Belgian football to English football? History shows this jump is not always successful. What United fans should expect. So what can Manchester United supporters expect from their new goalkeeper? Based on expert opinions and available data, Here's a realistic assessment. Lammens appears to be a talented shot-stopper with good reflexes and positioning. His style seems suited to the Premier League's physical demands. He's also young enough to improve and develop over time. However, he will make mistakes as he adjusts to English football. The pressure at United is intense, and young players often struggle initially. Fans will need to show patience, something that hasn't always been easy at Old Trafford. The key question is whether United can afford this learning period. With the club fighting for Champions League qualification and trying to challenge for trophies, can they wait for Lammens to find his feet? The bigger picture. This signing tells us something important about Manchester United's current strategy. Instead of spending big money on proven talent like Martinez, they chose to invest in potential. This could be smart long-term thinking or a costly gamble. If Lammens develops as expected, United could have their number one for the next decade. Belgian goalkeepers have a good track record in the Premier League, with players like Courtois and Simon Mignolet finding success. But if he struggles, United might find themselves back in the transfer market sooner than expected. The goalkeeper position is too important to get wrong, especially for a club with United's ambitions. Questions that need answers. As we analyze this signing, several key questions emerge. Will Lammens adapt quickly enough to help United this season? Can he handle the pressure that comes with playing for one of the world's biggest clubs? Is his lack of experience a fatal flaw or just a temporary concern? These questions will only be answered on the pitch. Training ground performances and friendly matches can only tell us so much. The real test comes when Lammens faces his first shot at Old Trafford with 75,000 fans watching. What this means for United's season. The goalkeeper position could define Manchester United's entire season. If Lammens settles quickly and provides stable performances, United could have solved a major problem area. A reliable goalkeeper would give the entire team more confidence. However, if he struggles with the adjustment, United could find themselves dropping points they can't afford to lose. In a competitive Premier League, every point matters for European qualification and trophy chances. The fact that United are still willing to sell Onana adds another layer of uncertainty. If both Onana leaves and Lammens struggles, United could be in serious trouble between the posts. Looking ahead. As Manchester United fans, we must be realistic about this signing while remaining hopeful. Lammens has the talent to succeed, but success is never guaranteed in football. The next few months will be crucial for both the player and the club. Preseason performances, early league games, and cup matches will give us a better idea of what United have bought. In Belgium, Lammens is already being talked about as Courtois' potential successor for the national team. That speaks to his ability and potential. But potential means nothing until it's proven on the biggest stages. Final thoughts. United News will continue following Sen Lammens' journey at Manchester United closely. We'll bring you honest analysis of his performances, updates on his development, and insights into how he fits into the club's long-term plans. This signing represents both hope and concern for United fans. Hope that they've found their future number one at a reasonable price. Concern that they've gambled on inexperience when proven quality was available. Only time will tell if this was a masterstroke or a mistake. What we do know is that Lammens has the backing of one of the world's best goalkeepers in Courtois, and he's joining a club that desperately needs stability between the posts. As always, stay connected with United News for the latest Manchester United updates, analysis, and breaking news. We're your trusted source for everything Red Devils, bringing you the stories that matter most to our United family. The Lammens era at Manchester United is about to begin. Will it be the fresh start the club needs, or another chapter of uncertainty? We'll be watching every save, every mistake, and every moment as the story unfolds. Because at United News, we don't just report the news, we live it with you, one match at a time.